long homestand continues for the Red Sox on a summer night from Fenway Park as the Texas Rangers come to town for the first of three. Hi again, everybody. I'm Don Orsillo, and welcome to Red Sox baseball. Well, a tough weekend for the Red Sox. They managed one win in the four-game series against the Minnesota Twins, but there were some good individual efforts over the weekend, especially offensively for the Red Sox. Some guys had some very good series. Mike Aviles, one of those guys, returned to the lineup after missing 5 games and went 5 for 11 in the series. He hit his career-high 11th home run on Saturday. Carl Crawford had 3 hits, 2 of the 4 games, and had RBIs in 3 of 4. Overall, he was 7 for 18 with 5 RBIs. Adrian Gonzalez had the big hit yesterday with his 2-run homer in the 5th, knocked in 4 during the series and reached base 9 of 17 times. And Cody Ross now has 7 RBIs in 7 games against Minnesota this season, had 5 hits in the series. We welcome in Jerry Remy. And Jerry, tonight we know about the Texas offense, so very important tonight for Aaron Cook, who gets a nod for the Red Sox.
Really is, because he's had his struggles over the last 3 starts. You know, he got off to a great start for the Red Sox in his first 5, but the last 3 have been very, very tough. Look at the first 5 starts, a 2-2 record, only giving up 2 home runs and opponents hitting .256. But in the last 3, he's 0-3 with the ERA of 9, 6 home runs allowed, and a .323 average. So, you know, with the borderline sinker-ball pitcher, I mean, it's got to be down in the zone, and he's going to have to be down in the zone tonight against this Texas Rangers ball club. Remember, they lead the American League in runs scored. Very potent offense, so Cook is going to have to be on top of his game, getting ground balls, and hopefully finding gloves in the Red Sox infield.
Now, the Rangers are still the leaders in the American League West, and tonight we'll get our first look at Yu Darvish, who's on the mound. We'll come back and take a look into some of his numbers right after this. Series between the Red Sox and the Texas Rangers. Welcome back inside the broadcast booth, everybody. I'm Don Orsillo. Well, Yu Darvish is on the mound tonight for the Texas Rangers. Much like Daisuke Matsuzaka, his posting fee was large, over $51 million. The Rangers paid for his services just to talk with him. And now he is a member of the Rangers, and this year has had kind of mixed reviews. His rankings in the American League have been up and down so far this season. He leads AL rookies in wins and strikeouts, and those are just 2 of the categories that he ranks among in the overall leaders in the American League. He is 6th in wins, 5th in strikeouts, 7th in opponent average. He's been even better against righties, holding them to a 196 average. The one area of concern has been his control. Darvish ranks 3rd in walks, 4th in hit batters, which is why he's averaging almost 110 pitches per start. He's also struggled recently, 1-3 with an ERA over 6 in his last 5 starts. Now, the Red Sox hosting the first place in the American League West, Texas Rangers. Their offense is potent, and of course, Josh Hamilton normally at the top of the list in that category, but Hamilton has been struggling the last 24 games, hitting at 170. He and the Rangers ready to go tonight as we come back with the first pitch right after this. Dunkin' Donuts. New England's website for deals by Toyota.com. And by Southwest Airlines. Well, good evening once again, everybody. Welcome back to Fenway Park. The Red Sox continuing their longest homestand of the year and ready for the final series of this homestand. Beginning tonight with the Texas Rangers, tomorrow night, then Wednesday afternoon. And as the day starts, the Red Sox are 10 games back of the New York Yankees in the American League East, with Baltimore and Tampa Bay in between. And as far as the wild card situation goes, the Red Sox 4.5 games back, as they are still in the mix despite dropping 3 out of 4 from the Minnesota Twins over the weekend. Red Sox able to salvage the final game of the series yesterday, and much needed yesterday, Jerry, and certainly this and every series moving forward for Bobby Valentine and the Red Sox, very important.
Well, they certainly are. I mean, you're getting down the crunch time. Here we are in August, and the Red Sox still 4.5 games out of that wild card spot, as you mentioned, on first place. Looks very difficult, 10 games behind that, and you've got to run some kind of streak together. You can't be losing 3 out of 4 games to the Minnesota Twins and expect to advance in the standings. So now you got the Texas Rangers coming in here. Very, very good ball club. Good all-around ball club. Pitching, defense, and incredible hitting. So this is going to be a tough 3 games for the Red Sox again.
That is Yu Darvish, and it'll be our first look at Yu Darvish tonight in person, as he has not faced the Red Sox in either of these series. The Red Sox and Rangers have played this season already, so tonight will be our first look as the Rangers come into town, and they are coming into town with a record of 63-44. They are atop the very good American League West this year, and they have a 5.5 game lead over the Oakland A's, a 6-game lead over the Angels, as the Red Sox take the field tonight. As they do, let's check out the visiting Texas Rangers starting 9. Their lineup is brought to you by Jordan's Furniture. Ian Kinsler leads it off at second base, with Michael Young at shortstop. Josh Hamilton is in center field. He bats third. Adrian Beltre at third base in the cleanup spot. Nelson Cruz in right field with David Murphy in left field. Mike Napoli does the catching. He bats seventh. Giovanni Soto picked up from the Cubs. The DH bats eighth. And Mitch Moreland bats ninth at first base for the Texas Rangers. On the mound for the Red Sox, Aaron Cook, as we mentioned off the top of him, roughed up lately. His 9th start of the season. He comes in at 2-5 with a 5.24 earned run average, 44 2/3 innings. As many walks as strikeouts, not known for those, known for ground ball outs, and he hopes to get a lot tonight. His opponent's hitting at 279 against him. Last time out against the Tigers did lose, giving up 6 runs in 4 2/3 innings. And again, his 9th start in a Red Sox uniform.
The Red Sox defense is brought to you by Southwest Airlines. They are 6th in the league with 63 errors on the season. Will Middlebrooks will be at third base. Mike Aviles, the shortstop. Dustin Pedroia at second. And Adrian Gonzalez, the first baseman. Left to right, Kyle Crawford, Jacoby Ellsbury, and Ryan Kalish. And Jared Saltalamacchia doing the catching for Cook.
Well, the umpiring crew tonight, Doug Eddings has the play calling the balls and strikes. Lance Barrett at first base, with Paul Noward at second base, and Dana DeMuth is the umpire at third. Where available, this telecast can be heard in Spanish by selecting the SAP button on your television remote. Enjoy the game.
Buenas noches, amigos.
Well, comfortable conditions here tonight at Fenway Park. It's cooled off a little bit, 78 degrees right now here at Fenway. Breeze left to right at 10 miles per hour, and they're expecting partly cloudy skies tonight. It's exactly what we have right now as this game gets underway.
And what's really nice is that humidity is gone.
Yes.
That has gone way down.
Doug Flutie in the house tonight here at Fenway Park as we get started. The Rangers rolling into town for 3, and Ian Kinsler leading it off here for Texas. Kinsler at 281, 13 homers, 51 runs driven in, as he leads it off for the Rangers. His high-powered offense, best batting average, shooting at 278 as a team. It's tops in the majors as we are underway, and Cook able to get strike one over. First appearance for Aaron Cook against the Texas Rangers. As that's strike 2, and it's 0-2.
Yeah, they've got about 4 guys in the lineup that have faced Cook before. Kinsler has not.
Just off the outside edge, and it's 1-2. You highlighted it off the top, Jerry. 3 straight losses for Aaron Cook. Toronto at New York, and last time out home against the Tigers. Trying to turn things around. Had a much better start to the season. There's a chopper to third. Middlebrooks has got it. 1 out. That's exactly what Cook's looking for. A lot of ground ball outs. 1 down. Here is Michael Young. 271, 3 homers, 45 RBIs. He is at shortstop tonight. Elvis Andrus has got a sore shoulder, and they anticipate he'll be back tomorrow. Michael Young making his 2nd start at shortstop since 2008, when he won a Gold Glove Award in 2008 for playing shortstop. But it's been a while, and he's there tonight. The 0-1. A sliced foul down the right field line, out of play. With the injury to Elvis Andrus yesterday, they do not think his series. Again, Ron Washington thinking he'll be back in tomorrow. He's stretching out the shoulder after the play, and he's banged up a little bit. Big part of what the Rangers do, as that just misses. So far, Cook not getting that outside corner call from Doug Innings. To right field, down the line. Kalish on the run, but this is going to land fair. Bangs off the short fencing. Kalish gets it back in quickly, but standing at second base, Michael Young with a 1-out double.
Fastball that stays up in the zone that time, and of course Young throughout his career one of the best at going to the opposite field. 1 hop off the fence to Ryan Kalish, and Young in the second base with a double. That's now a 7-game hitting streak for Michael Young.
1 out, 1 on, and Josh Hamilton the batter. Talked about his struggles. He was struggling when the Red Sox were in Texas. Compared to everybody else, is not struggling at all, but for Josh Hamilton, what you're used to, the numbers still very good as he comes in. 29 home runs, 90 runs batted in. Batting average is at 282. But hitting at just 170 in the last 24 games. A 1 from Aaron Cook. And a swing and a miss. 0-2 with a pitch up and away.
Hamilton is one of those guys that has faced Cook before, and he's 3 for 3 in his career against Aaron.
See the splits from the beginning of the year to the last 51 games for Hamilton. On Washington's Rangers atop the American League West coming into this series. 5.5 game lead over the A's. One, two is lined to third, picked by Middlebrooks. Had to elevate, but he brings it into the backhand. No advance for Young, 2 down.
Nice play by Middlebrooks down at third base, going to his right and taking extra bases away from Hamilton. That ball gets down in the corner. It's certainly a run for the Rangers, and Hamilton probably ends up on second base.
Now coming up tonight, you'll see and hear thoughts from John Henry and Ben Cherington and the management on Bobby Valentine's status. Picnic in the Park recap from last night and a U.S.-Japan baseball exchange. A lot on tap for tonight. Red Sox and Rangers in game 1 of the series. Adrian Beltre, the batter. Beltre, part of our key matchup, brought to you by New England Honda dealers. Beltre against Cook, 462, 6 for 13 in his career. Beltre with a foul tip into the catcher's mitt. It's 1-1.
Adrian Beltre, another guy that has faced Cook before, 6 for 13 in his career. That time swinging on top of that sinking fastball.
In there for strike 2, and it's 1-2. Adrian Beltre elected as the starting third baseman for the American League in the All-Star game. Third straight All-Star game, third overall. 0 for 2 in the game at Kansas City. Rangers coming from Kansas City, where they just finished up the series against the Kansas City Royals. Beltre was 3 for 4 yesterday. His 11th three-hit game of the year. Overall hitting at .311, 18 homers and 62 runs batted in. On the ground is short. Aviles, step to his left. The throw is good, and the inning is over. They leave Young at second base. Rangers get nothing. The Red Sox are coming up. On the mound for the Texas Rangers. 21st start of the year. He's 11-7 with a 4.38 earned run average. 145 strikeouts, 127 and a third innings. Opponents hitting at .229 against Darvish. His last time out, a no decision, gave up 7 runs in 5 innings, striking out 7 and walking 6. Control has been a problem for Yu Darvish as he gets ready to deal with Jacoby Ellsbury near the bottom of the first inning, and this is for ball 1 inside.
Red Sox hitters will see the fastball, the slider, and the splitter from Darvish.
Sliced foul off to the left, and it evens at 1-1. Very similar to Daisuke Matsuzaka in the posting offseason for the Rangers. They were the highest bidders at $51.7 million in order to negotiate with Darvish. And certainly Nolan Ryan wanted him badly as they went and got him during the offseason and bolster their rotation, and he comes in with 11 wins. He agreed to a 6-year deal with the Rangers in January. In there for strike, and it's 2-2. When he was in Japan, a lot of the scouting reports you read was about his fastball, and that he would sort of go after guys a little bit more than Daisuke Matsuzaka would, and would not really pick at the corners and go deep in accounts. But he's been a lot like Daisuke since being in the majors here with the Rangers, in that he has gone deep in accounts and walked a lot of people.
Well, both guys teammates in the World Baseball Classic back in '09, and the fastball at about 92 here in the first part of the ball game for Darvish. Here's a slider.
And Ellsbury is rung out by the home plate umpire. Jacoby wanted him to check with Dana DeMuth, and Doug Innings will not. It's strike 3, and there's 1 down.
Well, let's take a look again and see if there is a swing here by Jacoby Ellsbury. Tough to tell from that angle. It was a slider down and in to Ellsbury.
In there for a strike, first pitch strike to Carl Crawford, who yesterday on his birthday had a big day. 3-hit day. He hits a .279, 3 homers, and 10 runs batted in. Fouls it off himself and is quickly down 0-2. Crawford yesterday 3 for 5. A couple of runs scored, an RBI, and a stolen base.
That's 7 for his last 14.
Goes around and strikes out. Fire down to first. Ball got away from Napoli briefly, so it's back-to-back Ks for Darvish, and there are 2 outs here in the bottom of the first inning.
And once again, he gets ahead of the count, and once again, he goes to the slider down and out of the strike zone, and Crawford cannot hold up. Strikeout high in the season for Darvish is 11, and he's done that many times. He's done it about 4 times so far this season.
2 outs in the first inning. Dustin Pedroia, the batter. Pedroia hit .262, 9 home runs, 39 runs batted in. He's 5 for 26 on the homestand and 3 for 15 in the weekend series against the Twins. That's a strike as the Red Sox get their first look tonight at Yu Darvish. I've said it many times, Jerry, you can watch a lot of video, but unless you step in the box and see him yourself, it's a little bit different.
Yeah, you get an idea on what he throws on video, but when you step in the box and you're that close to him, you really see how the ball moves, doesn't move, how that breaking ball, the spin on it.
Pedroia will blip this down the right field line. It falls foul just outside the line. Let's check out the Red Sox starting lineup. It's brought to you by New England Chevy dealers. Jacoby Ellsbury in center with Carl Crawford in left. Dustin Pedroia at second base. Adrian Gonzalez at first. It's Cody Ross, the DH. Jared Saltalamacchia does the catching with Will Middlebrooks at third base. Ryan Kalish in right field. Again, he bats eighth. And Mike Aviles, shortstop, bats ninth. One-two pitch is away, and it's 2-2 now to Pedroia. Yu Darvish is 25 years old, 2012 All-Star. Not pitch in the Midsummer Classic, July 10th in Kansas City. This is line fair down the left field line. A fan touched it. And they will award second base to Dustin Pedroia. It's a 2-out double.
Well, that time it was a hanging breaking ball from Darvish. He goes to the slider again, but he leaves it up and in to Dustin Pedroia, and Pedroia rakes it down that third base line. Fan interferes with it down at the stands past third base, and they'll give second base to Pedroia on the fan interference.
So 2 down, Pedroia at second base, and here's Adrian Gonzalez. Adrian at 304, 11 homers and 66 runs batted in. Sixth straight season, 20 or more doubles for Dustin Pedroia, who stands at second base. It's a grounder foul, and it's 1-1. One misses, and it's 2-1 now to Adrian. Saw the 5-game hitting streak for Gonzalez coming in. 8 for 17 the last 5 games. He leads the major leagues in average with runners in scoring position at 410. Got Pedroia at second base right now. Here's the 2-1. And a swing and a miss. 2-2.
He has not been bashful about throwing the slider here in the first inning. That's how he got Ellsbury. That's how he got Crawford. A hanging slider to Pedroia. And just got the swing and miss on Gonzalez with the slider.
On the ground softly right side. Ian Kinsler is there. The throw is good, and the inning is over. So 1 down from Fenway. We're scoreless. Is made of. Find out more at easternbank.com. Second inning, no score from Fenway Park, and a first pitch strike to Nelson Cruz, right fielder for the Rangers. Cruz hitting at .256, 17 homers, 66 runs batted in. As Cook allowed a 1-out double to Michael Young last inning, but was able to retire Hamilton and Beltre and got out of that first inning unscathed. Grounder down the line at first and into right quickly. Nelson Cruz headed for second base as Kalish over to play it. And Cruz into second base with a double. So Aaron Cook inducing a ground ball, but this is struck well and eludes an infielder.
And Cruz only 3 for his last 23. But he gets a fastball over the plate and takes it to the opposite field. Quickly by Gonzalez. Kalish has to track it down, but Cruz at second base with the leadoff double. So 2 doubles in the game, Young and now Cruz. And both those doubles going to the opposite field.
Nelson Cruz is a career 400 hitter at Fenway Park. This is a place he likes a lot. And is at second base, nobody out. David Murphy lines one into center field. From second base, Cruz will be waved around. Throw goes to second, and the Texas Rangers take a 1-0 lead. So that was fast. The double by Cruz. An RBI single for former first-round draft choice for the Red Sox, David Murphy. And it's 1-0 Texas.
And the Red Sox were in a shift against Murphy. This line drive goes right to shortstop, but there's nobody there. They were in the complete shift, everybody on the right side of the infield.
So Murphy at first base, nobody out, a run in, and here comes trouble. Mike Napoli. Napoli at 229, 17 homers, 40 runs batted in. Always seems to do damage against the Red Sox in every series. Napoli takes strike one over the inside corner. Napoli in 37 games against the Red Sox, a .298 average, 15 home runs, 33 RBIs. The numbers combined between his time spent in Texas and in Los Angeles with the Angels. Good bit at first, but Murphy's back to the bag.
8 steals on the season for Murphy. He's been caught a couple of times.
Some of these Rangers struggling offensively lately, and Napoli is one of those guys. Last 11 games, he's hit at 176 with 13 strikeouts. And a swing and a miss. He's down 0-2. Healthy hack there. On deck is Giovanni Soto. Came over from the Cubs with Dempster as part of the deal with the Cubs at the trade deadline. In the dirt. Nicely blocked by Saltalamacchia. No advance for Murphy at first base.
First slider that Cook has thrown in the game. Tonight he bounces it, and Saltalamacchia bouncing around, blocking the ball. Keeping Murphy at first base and out of scoring position.
Murphy gains his lead at first base, held on by Gonzalez. Nobody out here in the second inning. Framed by Saltalamacchia. Looked like a pretty good pitch, but doesn't get it. 2-2.
Yeah, that did look like a pretty good pitch from Cook, and if he's not going to get that call, he's going to have trouble. I mean, that's right at the bottom of the strike zone. That's a strike.
Murphy diving back this time, but again back safely. 8 out of 10 on the season for Murphy. I believe the 2012 American League All-Star starting catcher. First All-Star game selection. He was 1 for 2 in the game. And he fouls it off the shoe tops. I want to remind you that this Copperhead telecast is presented by authority. The Boston Red Sox may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form. The accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of the Boston Red Sox. David Murphy at first base, a run in, nobody out here for the Texas Rangers in the second inning. Outside, ball 3.
I'm sure they'll have Murphy running at first base here on the 3-2 count, especially with the sinker-ball pitcher on the mound.
Next half inning, we had mentioned earlier comments from Ben Cherington as well as John Henry will be covered by Jenny Dell coming up next half inning. Three-two pitch. He is on the ground, chopped to short. Aviles will go to second for one, on to first for two. Aaron Cook needed that, and there are 2 outs here in the second inning. Nicely done.
Now that's why I thought they'd be running, because most of the time against sinker ball pitches is going to be contact, and that contact's going to be on the ground. They do not run 3-2, and they end up with a double play against them. Aviles to Pedroia to Gonzalez. Murphy not able to get to Pedroia in time, and the Red Sox get the deuce.
That's the 8th double play that Mike Napoli has grounded into on the season. Giovanni Soto chops one foul. Numbers with the Rangers for Soto. He is 2 for 8 since coming over from the Cubs. One of 4 catchers in Cubs history with 3+ seasons of 15+ home runs. 2008 National League Rookie of the Year, 2008 NL All-Star starter. Now a member of the Texas Rangers. He was actually acquired the night before the trade deadline on July 30th from right-handed pitcher Jacob Pregame. And has now started 3 of the last 5 games. Pitch in the dirt from Cook. Down low for ball 3, full count. Soto missing over a month this year, May 19th through June 20th with a torn meniscus in his left knee. See his numbers in 555 games with the Cubs. And again, another close pitch on that outside corner, not going Cook's way. Down to first goes Soto. First walk given up by Aaron Cook. Well, for every Red Sox game that goes into extra innings or the Sox earn a save, CVS Pharmacy will make a donation to Boston Children's Hospital towards their $25,000 donation this season. 2 outs in the second inning, a run in, a runner at first for Mitch Moreland. First baseman at 281, 11 home runs and 31 runs driven in. Had a 5-game hitting streak come to an end yesterday, going 0 for 4 against Kansas City. On the ground and into right field, a base hit. Soto touches second, and he will stop and try to get back to the bag, and he will. Willis looked up and all of a sudden saw that Soto was diving back to second base, and he dove trying to get him.
There's nothing Aviles could do because he's in a cutoff position. And once Soto rounded second base and got way off the bag, Aviles had to wait for the baseball, then go try to tag Soto, who was returning to the bag. See him in the cutoff position. Now he has to dive back and can't make contact with him as he gets in safely.
And Moreland now 6 for 14 in the month of August. 429 so far for him. First and second, 2 down, and Ian Kinsler the batter. Second time through for Cook, and this is dribbled down the third baseline. Middlebrooks barehanded and in time. Nice play by Will Middlebrooks to end the inning. The Rangers strike first and take a 1-0 lead after an inning and a half. Last half of the second inning back at Fenway Park. Texas on top 1-0 for Yu Darvish. Gave up a 2-out double to Dustin Pedroia in the first inning, but through 19 first inning pitches now deals with Cody Ross. We get things here in the second. The Red Sox DH tonight as the breaking ball misses away. Cody at 268 to start the night. 16 homers, 53 runs batted in, 514 slugging percentage. Red Sox continue to rotate the DH spot in the absence of David Ortiz. This is to right, and that'll fall for a base hit. Cody Ross with a leadoff single to begin the bottom of the second inning as we send it down to Jenny Dell.
Don, after winning just one game out of the 4-game series against the Twins, the Red Sox are coming into tonight one game under 500. And today there was a media storm amongst newspapers and sports talks radio about the possibility of a manager change for the team. General Manager Ben Cherington spoke to the media before the game.
Bobby's our manager, and we're not considering anyone else. You know, this is the team. I know he's as committed to managing the team as he ever has been, and we're committed to him and trying to do everything we can to support him and make this work. Ultimately, you know, when the performance isn't what you want, which it's not, we acknowledge that. I've said this before. It's winning and losing always has more to do with players than anything else. And I don't question the effort of the players. I think our players have fought and battled and worked hard, played hard, fought out of tough things. It's not a question of effort. At some level, the players on the team it's a reflection of me.
About an hour before Cherington's comments to the media, Bobby Valentine was asked about the discussion about his job security in his daily press conference, and he said he hadn't read the columns or heard any of the talk and is focused on winning the game tonight. Don?
All right, Jenny, thank you very much. As Jared Saltalamacchia bats here and takes a pitch for a ball. John Henry today sending out a mass email to both beat reporters and other media outlets, including Nesson, and we'll get some of that coming up here momentarily. As Saltalamacchia with a count of 3-0, Cody Ross at first base, and Saltalamacchia takes strike one. These are part of the comments from John Henry. To blame Bobby Valentine for the Red Sox being at 500 at this point of the season is simply wrong, and baseball managers often get too much credit, too much blame for what happens on the field, but an organization is much more than a field manager. We all share the responsibility for the success and failure of the Boston Red Sox not making a change with our manager. Went on to say that the Red Sox commitment, and this is John Henry speaking, their commitment to winning is unabated, and that is our focus. We continue to have the second highest payroll among 30 clubs. We have been at this for more than 10 years in Boston, and winning is just as much our focus today as it was when we took over. And certainly this happens very quickly, and it seemed like last night it started a little bit here and there, and some stories today in and around Boston. And anytime you go through a series as disappointing as what took place this weekend, I guess you have to expect some of this to pop up. The Red Sox had great expectations against a team that is not doing well this year, the Minnesota Twins. You go in and you salvage the final game of the series, and all of a sudden you have this to wake up to on Monday morning.
Well, one thing management did is they made it perfectly clear that you can put an end to the rumors and the talk that Bobby Valentine's going to be fired before the season's over. They made it very clear in that statement. And that seems to make sense to me, because once this all started to grow and swell over the last, 24 to 48 hours.
Yeah.
I mean, it's become almost out of hand. And I think management had a responsibility to answer that and their belief in the manager and say that he is not going to be fired.
So the vote of confidence has been handed in here to Bobby Valentine, and we'll see what happens here the rest of the way for the Red Sox. I think he's as disappointed as anybody the way this season has gone. It's been a year of frustrations. They've never really got a real good stretch together. But the fact is that they are 4.5 games out of a wild card spot right now, and you have 52 games after tonight's game to get there, and certainly have to go on a run. The problem is you're running into a very tough schedule as well coming up here in the very near future.
I mean, let's make it perfectly clear. This has not been smooth sailing.
No.
All season long.
No.
It absolutely has not been.
There are issues.
There are issues. There's no question about that. But, I mean, they made it perfectly clear today that they're not going to make a move with the manager at this point. And I think that was good for them to come out to say that. It's on the players right now to go out and try to get this final wild card spot. And we'll see where it goes from here. But now this statement will probably draw
more reaction.
More reaction.
Yes.
And there'll be more reaction tomorrow. Mm-hmm. So, I mean, there's never a day off around here. That's for sure.
It's been every day.
Yeah, it's every day.
In the meantime, the Red Sox try to play baseball, and Will Middlebrooks has 2 on here and nobody out in the second inning. Ross at second, Saltalamacchia at first, and a pitch outside. Going away, 2-2.
We've been through managers being fired late in the season before, and how did that work out?
Well, I was thinking my first season.
Yeah.
Jimmy Williams was fired, I believe, mid-August, and Joe Kerrigan took over for, I think, the final 6 weeks.
And that was a total disaster.
That went about as badly as bad can go.
As bad can get. You're exactly right.
Now, a lot of Red Sox fans will point to Morgan Magic and how that turned around on an interim basis in a hurry.
That was also right after the All-Star break.
A lot more time involved, and Jimmy Williams was August 16th to be exact. Red Sox going 17-26 the remainder of the year under Joe Kerrigan, who you may remember was the pitching coach, made him the manager. Strikeout for Middlebrooks, third for Darvish.
There's a slider again for Darvish. All 3 of his strikeouts tonight have come on the slider.
Two on, one away.
It's like days of our lives around here. I mean, it's unbelievable. Yeah, sands through the hourglass. So are the days of our lives. I mean, you don't know what to expect when you come to work every day.
Well, even when you wake up in the morning, the first thing, what's it going to be today? There is always something, and today, a little bit more. As Ryan Kalish bats, 2 on, 1 away. But from a fan standpoint, you can understand the displeasure at this point and the disappointment.
Absolutely.
And a group that really was assembled last year, and it starts with September of last season. In there for a strike, it's 1-1. Single for Ross to begin the inning. Saltalamacchia with a walk. A strikeout from Middlebrooks. There's a grounder right side. And way over is Moreland. He'll go to second as they get the middleman and Saltalamacchia at second base on the force out for the second out of the inning.
A lot of ground covered here by Mitch Moreland at first base, and the only play he had was to go to second to get the lead man in Saltalamacchia. The Red Sox looking for a big 2-out hit here from Aviles.
Mike Aviles sitting at 258 as he checks in from the number 9 spot. 11 home runs, 52 runs batted in. Outside, ball 1. Runner goes at first. The pitch outside. The throw down is not going to be in time. Ryan Kalish steals second base. Coming out front to receive that ball was Ian Kinsler, the second baseman, on the throw. It's one hop by Napoli.
Yeah, it takes Darvish a long time to get the ball to home plate. He's got that high leg kick, and then Napoli tried to rush it, and Kinsler had to come up and charge that ball to make sure it didn't go into center field.
And a stolen base yesterday, stolen base tonight, 3 on the year. Then it's second and third with 2 outs. Surprised Aviles ducks back out of the way, almost ducked into it. Two outs and runners in scoring position. Aviles at 356. Ross at third, Kalish at second, 2 down. That's a strike, 3-1. Woman sitting at 197 against Darvish with 2 outs and runners in scoring position. He's been very good at bearing down and getting out of it. And may have again. This is chopped to third. The throw from Beltre is in plenty of time, and Darvish is out of it. Red Sox lead 2 in scoring position. Rangers have a 1-0 lead at the end of 2. One nothing Texas on top as we head to the top half of the third inning. Michael Young leading it off here in the third as Elvis Andrews off for hopefully only one day. Ron Washington is injuring his shoulder yesterday, as we showed you earlier. Andrews a big part of this Rangers team, and they're shortstop on a daily basis. But today, Michael Young in there at shortstop for the Rangers, at least to begin the game. Doubled his first time up. He was left at second base. Texas has left 3 men on through the first 2 innings, and they got their run on an RBI single by David Murphy in the second inning. Well, Twins got rolling here, and now they continue to roll. They have a 10-1 lead over the Cleveland Indians. Willingham, Morneau, and Doman all with home runs in the second inning. It's a one hopper that is picked at first base by Gonzalez. He'll tag the bag. The first out of the third inning. Well, big news, Red Sox fans. When the Sox score, you can score. Just watch a game at your favorite bar or restaurant that has a Budweiser Draft Rally Tap. Budweiser Rally Tap is a new interactive tap handle that follows the action in real time. In the inning, the Red Sox score, the tap lights up and the giveaways begin. Visit NESN.com/BudTap for more information. One out here in the third inning brings up Josh Hamilton. High fly ball down the left field line that is slicing foul and into the seats. Hamilton, we saw in the series in Texas, Jerry, is not waiting around. He was after a lot of first pitches in that series.
Yeah, he got criticized during that series by Nolan Ryan, of course, the team owner and president, and he seemed to still continue to swing at first pitches in that series.
Swinging again, and bloops this one out to shallow center, and he'll fall for a base hit. So Hamilton on this time, a one-out single, and that marks the 5th hit of the night for Texas.
That's now a 5-game hitting streak for Hamilton. He was struggling, but starting to get it turned around again. He is now 4 for 5 in his career against Aaron Cook.
Hitting at .381 against the Red Sox this season. He's at first base with one out. And here's Adrian Beltre. On the ground to third base. Middlebrooks will go to second for one. On to first, and he is out. Nice play by Pedroia. He got cleaned out by Hamilton at second base. Still got the throw off. Double play ends the inning. 1-0 Rangers. Sick. Yeah. Join Jack Edwards, Ken Ryan, and Naoko Funayama for NESN's exclusive live coverage of the Little League New England Regional Tournament. Presented by Irving Oil. Our coverage begins tomorrow morning at 10 when Rhode Island takes on Vermont. Visit NESN.com for more information. Well, the Red Sox and Texas Rangers head into the last half of the third inning from Fenway. Rangers holding on to a 1-0 advantage. Top of the Red Sox order. Jacoby Ellsbury leading it off. And sending one to deep left field. Back goes Murphy, and that ball is going to be off the wall. Murphy plays the carom, but Ellsbury easily into second base with a wall ball double to begin the bottom of the third inning.
Now Jacoby struck out on a slider in his first at bat. Did not wait around for a slider here. Takes that fastball that's running away from him and plants it off that left field wall. As for some guys, that would be a single, but for Ellsbury and his speed, no problem. 2 bases.
Well, 3 doubles in his last 6 games for Ellsbury. Here is Carl Crawford, who struck out swinging in the first inning. Interesting to see what adjustments the Red Sox are able to make second time through against Yu Darvish. Already a double here for the first batter. We'll see what Crawford does. He will line one to right field. Down towards the corner. Ellsbury around from second base to tie the game 1-1. And Crawford into second base with an RBI double. So the early results are pretty good second time through for the Red Sox.
Yeah, Crawford also struck out on a slider in his first at bat. First pitch to him in his second bat, slider, but it was up in the zone, and the line shot up over the head of Mitch Moreland at first base, and the Red Sox that quickly tie the score.
RBIs in 7 of his last 8 games for Crawford. He stands at second base. Now Dustin Pedroia doubled in the first inning. Shows bunt, pulls back, takes ball 1. On the ground left side, Michael Young. The shortstop plants and throws for the first out of the inning. No advance for Carl Crawford.
Well, a double play for the Red Sox. No, first of all, that was Middlebrooks making a nice barehanded play on Kinsler. And then here's Pedroia getting taken out at second base, has to leave his feet. Once that happens, you can't get much on the ball, but he bounces at the first base to get the double play. Nice play by Gonzalez on the other end. Right there, Pedroia upset that he didn't move that runner along with nobody out.
Now Adrian Gonzalez bats and takes a strike over the outside corner. Adrian grounded out to Ian Kinsler at second base in the first inning. This has been the worst inning of the year for Darvish, the third inning. He's given up 19 runs now in inning number 3 on the season. Gonzalez lines this, a fair ball down the right field line. From second base, Crawford will come around and score. Gonzalez into second with an RBI double, and the Red Sox take a 2-1 lead.
Another hanger by Darvish. Another slider, this time to Gonzalez, and Gonzalez picks up his 67th RBI of the season. That was more of a curveball that stayed up in the zone that time. And rifled right down that right field line. Chasing it down is Nelson Cruz. A couple of hangers in this inning for you, Darvish.
6th season of 30 or more doubles for Adrian Gonzalez. Stands at second base with 1 out in the inning, and there's Cody Ross. He's swinging at the first pitch. Red Sox very aggressive here now, second time through. Ross singled in the second inning. Red Sox now with 5 hits in the game. This season for Darvish, first time through a lineup 205, the opposing batting average. Second time through 247. That's a strike, and it's 1-2 now to Ross. Well, tonight's aerial views are brought to you by Hood, the official dairy of the Boston Red Sox. Now through the end of the season, for every purchase of Hood Red Sox ice cream and novelties, Hood will donate $1 to the Red Sox Foundation to help Hood reach its goal of raising up to $100,000. Visit hood.com for more information. To left field and towards the corner on the run is Murphy. He will make the catch and fire back into the infield. Long running catch by David Murphy down the left field line.
There's the advantage of being a left-hander out there in left field. As you can see that that ball's hooking away from him, but he's got the glove over there on that side and is able to make the catch before running into the wall. Ball in fair territory. Nice play by Murphy, going a long way.
So 2 down, Gonzalez at second base, and here's Jared Saltalamacchia. Walk in the second inning. Only free pass served up by Yu Darvish so far in 2 2/3 innings. There's strike one. Next half inning, Jenny will tell us about a United States-Japan youth baseball exchange program. Ball one to Saltalamacchia, 1-1. That's a strike, and it's 1-2. Yu Darvish with 3 strikeouts in the game, 1 walk so far. Jumps ahead of Saltalamacchia, 1-2. Kind of twilight right now here at Fenway Park. Swing and a miss, and Saltalamacchia strikes out, but the Red Sox get a pair of runs and take a 2-1 lead at the end of 3. Sports show hosted by Chris Gasper 3 times a week at noon on Boston.com. Red Sox getting 2 runs in their half of the 3rd inning. It's 2-1 Boston as we head to the 4th inning. Nelson Cruz leads it off for the 2nd time tonight. He led off the 2nd inning with a double and would score the Rangers' lone run in the 2nd. Now gets his 2nd look at Aaron Cook. Well, the Red Sox have turned 2 double plays behind Aaron Cook in the first 3 innings. Rangers still have left 3 men on. Cruz reaches out and lines one down the right field line. It is a fair ball. Over to play it is Kalish. A fan grabs it, and it'll be the 2nd double of the night for Nelson Cruz.
Now Nelson Cruz just kind of reaching out with one hand and slapping that slider down the right field line. That ball well off the plate, but still contact made by Cruz with one hand and gets the double.
Five hits for Cruz at Fenway this season. 3 doubles and a homer. Down and in as David Murphy takes ball one. Murphy is single, drive in a run in the second inning. The Rangers trying to give the Red Sox a quick answer here after the Red Sox score twice in the bottom of the third inning. Pickoff play at second, and they got him. Well, orchestrated play there. Vilas in from short, and they pick off Nelson Cruz.
Oh, what quick feed shown here by Aaron Cook, the pitcher, on this pickoff move. There's the daylight between the infielder and the runner. And once the pitcher sees that, that's when he spins and throws. And waiting for him was Avilas. I mean, they had him picked off by quite a bit.
Second pickoff of the year for Cook, 17th of his career. That takes care of the leadoff double by Nelson Cruz here in the fourth inning. One down, and 1-0 to Murphy is strike one. Murphy had an 8-game hitting streak come to an end yesterday. He started a new one tonight. The single his first time up, hitting at .303 on the year. And a ground ball right side. Pedroia plays the hop. 2 down in the inning as we check back in with Jenny.
Don, the Red Sox Foundation and Funai Electric announced the 5th year of Red Sox U.S.-Japan Youth Baseball Exchange. The program allows children from Japan and the United States to visit one another's homelands and explore their customs and culture through their shared love of baseball. Before tonight's game, a dozen Japanese youngsters had the opportunity to meet with Bobby Valentine, Daisuke Matsuzaka, and were honored in a pregame ceremony. During their stay in Boston, the teams participated in baseball clinics hosted by Harvard and Northeastern and played games with several of the Red Sox Foundation's RBI youth baseball teams. Don, 12 American boys from Boston will be hosted in Japan next year.
All right, Jenny, thank you very much. Foul ball headed in Jenny's direction.
And nice to have Jenny back after a little vacation to recharge the batteries.
No one pitch. Napoli will take that for strike two. Like Napoli grounded into a 6-4-3 double play in the second inning. On deck, Giovanni Soto waiting for the Texas Rangers. Downstairs for ball two. 2-2. Swing and a miss, and Napoli strikes out. That's the first K for Cook of the night. We played 3.5. It's 2-1 Boston. Getting darker now in Boston as we play along to the bottom of the fourth inning. 2-1. Red Sox have the lead over the Rangers. Will Middlebrooks leading it off. Ryan Kalish, Mike Aviles, bottom third of the Red Sox order. And a strike over the outside corner to Middlebrooks. He struck out swinging in the second inning. That'll miss outside. 1-1. Aaron Cook through the first 4 innings, thrown 57 pitches, just picked up his first strikeout of his outing. Pickoff play was a big one, as Cruz had doubled to begin the top half of the fourth inning, but gets him off the base paths very quickly. In there for a strike, and it's 2-2. Yu Darvish, 25 years of age. 7-year career for the Nippon Ham Fighters of the Japanese Pacific League. Signed on January 18th of 2012. In the air to right field, Nelson Cruz is out there, and he'll make the catch below the cap high for the first out of the fourth inning. Bruce Springsteen and the E Street Band returns to Fenway Park this summer. Don't miss out on the opportunity to see this legendary band perform live at Fenway Park Wednesday, August 15th. Additional production tickets were just released, so get them now at etix.com. Right field roof deck area here at Fenway Park. One out in the fourth inning. Ryan Kalish, the batter. And a pitch will miss for ball one. In Japan, Darvish in his 7-year career, 93-38 with a 1.99 earned run average. Darvish becomes the 6th native of Japan to Rangers. Only their starter for the Rangers from Japan, Hideki Arabu, back in 2002. There's a pitch in there for a strike. 3-1. Ball 4 and a 1-out walk for Ryan Kalish. Second walk given up by Darvish in his outing. It's time now for tonight's AT&T trivia question. Who is the only Japanese-born position player to play for the Red Sox? We'll have the answer for you a little bit later. One out, one on in the fourth as Mike Aviles stands in.
Now, last time Kalish was at first base, he stole second and stole very easily. See if they try that again.
Down the right field line, foul.
I understand picnic in the park was a big success yesterday. They got it in before the rain came here at Fenway Park, and another great day. Jenny will tell us more about it a little bit later.
Kalish takes off, and that one almost got him on the way by. He touches second, heads to third on a base hit for Mike Aviles. They're going to cover for the base runner as Kalish took off, and Aviles sends it through the right side. First and third, one out.
Yeah, nice hit and run put on by the Red Sox that time. They send Kalish at first base. He's looking in. Aviles finds that hole at second base. They had Kinsler covering. And a first and third situation for Boston.
'70th pitch of the night coming up for Yu Darvish with one out here in the fourth inning. Third at bat against Darvish for Ellsbury. He struck out in the first inning, doubled and scored in the third inning. That'll drop in there for strike one. Ellsbury has hit safely now 7 of the last 8 games. Kalish over at third, Aviles at first. Line down the left field line. It is a fair ball headed towards the corner. Kalish will score. Aviles will stop at third. It's an RBI double for Jacoby Ellsbury, and the Red Sox take a 3-1 lead. Mike Maddox, the pitching coach, out to visit with Darvish.
Yeah, we talk a lot about first and second time around through the order. First 2 times around, Darvish striking out Ellsbury and Crawford on breaking balls. In the second at bat for those guys, it's a double to the opposite field for Jacoby Ellsbury on a fastball and on a slider. Kyle Crawford also with a double. Jacoby adding another double here in the fourth inning.
So second and third, one out. Red Sox have a 3-1 advantage. Carl Crawford, the batter, strikeout and the double you just saw. And he's after the first pitch, fouling it back. Those extra base hits given up in a game for Darvish is 3. He's given up 4 doubles tonight to the Red Sox already. Wild swing from Crawford. And it's 0-2.
Fastball down, way out of the strike zone. Looked like a cut fastball that time from Darvish.
Into the seats. Foul back again, still 0-2. Crawford 8 for his last 16. And a fly ball now towards left center field. Center fielder Josh Hamilton, he is under it. He makes the catch. Tagging at third is Aviles. The throw is going to be not in time. Ball dropped and in safely is Aviles. Red Sox take a 4-1 lead. Sac fly for Carl Crawford.
I was wondering if that was going to be deep enough because all momentum was coming in for Josh Hamilton. Makes a good strong throw on Tops, but it's not handled by Napoli, and Aviles beats it at home plate. Had to put his hand around the shin guards of Napoli to get to home plate.
Here's Dustin Pedroia, the runner at second base. And Pedroia takes strike one. Pedroia doubled in the first inning, grounded out to short in the third, 1 for 2 night. Taken off for third base is Ellsbury, but this pitch fouled off. Attention Red Sox Nation, you can help support the Jimmy Fund's fight against cancer at your local Dunkin' Donuts. Stop into participating restaurants between August 4th and 12th and donate $1 to receive a paper cup icon to be placed on the wall. The Dunkin' Donuts and Baskin Robbins Community Foundation and the Jimmy Fund, thank you for your support. Ten RBIs in the last 8 games for Carl Crawford. Sack fly in the inning, 2 RBIs tonight. Darvish missing at 95 miles an hour. 1-2 the count. Velocity starting to pick up. 23rd pitch of the inning. And he'll miss. 2-2. Equals his high in any inning so far in the game. Up to 80 pitches with 2 outs here in the 4th inning. Breaking ball misses, full count. Pedroia hits it high in the air to left field. Murphy going back towards the corner, and it is off the wall. Scoring from second is Ellsbury. Pedroia to second base on a wall scraping double. But as the Red Sox on top 5-1.
Well, doubles are the word of the night for the Red Sox offense so far. That was a Fenway double. A high fly ball down that left field line on a fastball up and in on Pedroia, and just missed a home run by a few feet. You see how close Murphy was into the wall. He thought maybe he'd be able to make a catch on that. Not sure it was going to be hitting the top of the wall.
Now Gonzalez jumping on the first pitch, fouls it off. Adrian grounded out in the first inning, double to drive in a run in the third. Taken off is Pedroia for third base. Throw to third is going to be not in time. Well, the Red Sox are running on Yu Darvish, and Pedroia takes third.
Yeah, Darvish is not even taking a second look back towards second base, and the Red Sox are taking advantage of that. It's one look in home plate, and Pedroia notices that, steals third. 8th steal of the season for Pedroia.
Opposing base stealers 17 out of 18 against Yu Darvish this season. Gonzalez with a swing and a miss strikes out to end the inning, but the Red Sox score 3 times. Take a 5-1 lead at the end of 4. Back at Fenway Park, it's 5-1. The Red Sox have the lead over the Texas Rangers. Red Sox getting 2 in the third, 3 in the fourth, and Giovanni Soto leading it off here for the Rangers. He takes strike one. Soto walked in the second inning. Tap foul, down 0-2. To celebrate the return of the blimp, Hood is launching the Hood Blimp Spotting Campaign. Each photo of the Hood Blimp shared on Twitter or Facebook will give fans a chance to win Hood Red Sox prize packs, including a Hood ice cream party, Red Sox tickets, and a chance to ride in the Hood Blimp. Visit hood.com for more details. One-two is laced down the left field line, foul. Red Sox baseball in Essen is brought to you in part by Eastern Bank, listening, guiding, and being there for kids in need. That's what Eastern Bank and Adrian and Betsy Gonzalez are made of, which is why we've teamed up to support youth mentoring programs throughout Massachusetts. To find out more, go to easternbank.com/Adrian. Two-two pitch coming to Soto. And it's tap foul. We'll do it again, 2-2. On the ground to his left is Aviles. Little stumble, gets an off-balance throw off in time. Nice play. Aviles playing a very good shortstop for the Red Sox. One down in the fifth.
Kind of a helpless feeling when you get your feet tangled up like that, but Aviles still able to make the play. Momentum going towards center field as he makes that throw to first to get the out.
One down here in the fifth inning. Number 9 man for the Texas Rangers, Mitch Moreland. Single to right field in the second inning. One of the 6 hits the Rangers have in the contest. In the air to left field. Carl Crawford's out there with room. 2 down in the inning. Well, tonight, following our Red Sox coverage, join Jamison Coyle for Nesson Daily, presented by Sun Life Financial. Sean Thornton and Tuukka Rask hit the links for charity and talk about the upcoming season. The Herald's Jeff Howe reports from Patriots camp, plus updates from day 10 of the London Olympics. All this and much more on Nesson Daily tonight after our Red Sox coverage, only on Nesson. 2 outs in the fifth inning for Ian Kinsler. Aaron Cook has not had a 1-2-3 inning tonight, and attempting to do so here with 2 outs in the fifth. Kinsler grounds it foul, and it's 1-2. Blowing away, 2-2. Ten ground ball outs for Aaron Cook so far tonight, as this one is tap foul, 2-2. Well, Red Sox Nation, if you need medical care while at Fenway Park, visit the Beth Israel Deaconess First Aid Stand behind Section 12 of Israel Deaconess Medical Center, is the official hospital of the Boston Red Sox. Visit them at bidmc.org. 2-2 is low for ball 3. Michael Young on deck. 2 outs in the visiting half of the 5th inning. Kinsler will head down to first base. Ball 4, and the second walk given up by Cook. So a 2-out base runner for the Rangers, and it brings up Michael Young. First time Aaron Cook has walked 2 batters in a game this season. Next half inning, Jenny will get you caught up on news and notes from around the major leagues. Young with a double in the first inning, now a 7-game hitting streak. On the ground, and it's picked by Cook. He'll run a bit, flip underhanded for the out that ends the top of the 5th inning. Halfway through this one, Red Sox have a 5-1 lead. "5-1, Red Sox have the lead over the Texas Rangers. Cody Ross leading it off here in the bottom of the 5th. This one popped up foul off to the right, and it evens at 1-1. Red Sox getting 2 runs in the 3rd off Darvish, 3 in the 4th inning. And the breaking ball for a strike over the outside corner. A lot of sliders tonight from Yu Darvish. Our first look in person at Darvish. First 2 series, Red Sox did not face him. Tonight they have, and they've been able to score 5 times on 8 hits. 1-2. That'll skip in. 2-2.
Umpire guilty of making a bad throwback to the pitcher that time.
Doug Eddings.
Bounced it back and got to the infield. Corrected himself by making a strong throw after that. Look at that.
Short armed it a little bit.
Hey, you. I want to throw you another one.
Strike 3 call. Cody Ross strikes out. 6 strikeouts for Darvish. 1 out in the 5th.
Fastball right at the bottom of the strike zone. Last 2 strikeouts coming on fastballs from Darvish.
One out in the 5th inning. Jared Saltalamacchia coming up. A walk and a strikeout so far for the Red Sox catcher. In there for a strike on the breaking ball. Darvish, fastball, curveball, slider, a cut fastball, and a splitter. I don't think we've seen too many splitters though tonight, Jerry, have we?
There was one pitch I thought that might have been a split. It wasn't very good. It stayed up in the zone. It was one that Ellsbury hit back in the 4th inning for a double. I thought that might have been a split.
Foul back, 0-2. This is embarrassing, Jerry. It's time now for the answer to tonight's AT&T trivia question, which I did not know. Who is the only Japanese-born position player to play for the Red Sox? Answer is my friend Dave Roberts. Roberts, who appeared in 45 regular season games with the Red Sox in 2004. He was born in Okinawa. Roberts is one of 7 Japanese-born players to play for the Red Sox. 0-2 pitch is a strikeout. Saltalamacchia goes around. Second time he has struck out tonight. 6 Ks for Darvish. Yeah, Roberts, one of 7 Japanese-born players to play for the Red Sox. List that features 6 pitchers: Nomo, Tomooka, Hideki Okajima, Takahashi Saito, Daisuke Matsuzaka, and Junichi Tozawa. Yu Darvish, the 6th Japanese-born player to play for the Rangers. All 6 have also been pitchers. We were talking about Hideki Arabu earlier. Breaking ball in the dirt.
I don't want to say I told you so, but I knew that. I knew that answer. Yeah.
See, I knew his mother was Japanese. I just did not know that he was born in Japan.
Mm-hmm.
Well, the first season has been an adjustment for a lot of the Japanese starters in the majors, and you have to think about all the things they have to go through in their first year, the language barriers and everything else. Deo Nomo was the first Japanese star to become a star in the majors. Nomo, 1995 NL Rookie of the Year. Daisuke won 15 games in 07. Set a Sox rookie record for strikeouts. There's a pop-up on the infield left side. Michael Young on the infield grass will make the catch that ends the inning. A 1-2-3 5th inning. We'll get you caught up on the Yankees game when we come back. Back at Fenway Park, it's 5-1. Red Sox have the lead over the Rangers. Aaron Cook missing with the first pitch. As leading it off for Texas, Josh Hamilton, 3, 4, and 5. For the Rangers expected here in the 6th inning. 5-1, Red Sox on top. Hamilton takes strike 1, 1-1. Lined out to third base in the first inning. He singled to center in the third. Swing and a miss. Hamilton strikes out. It's his second strikeout for Aaron Cook as we send it down to Jenny Dell.
Don, MLB News and Notes are brought to you by Nissan. The Marlins' Jose Reyes extended his hitting streak to 24 games yesterday. It is the longest hitting streak in the majors this season. And during the streak, Reyes is hitting .371. Rockies first baseman Todd Helton will undergo season-ending surgery on a torn labrum in his right hip. The 39-year-old suffered the injury in June and expects to play next season. And Matt Garza is expected to be placed on the DL. Garza hasn't pitched in a game since July 21st, and it will be the third time in his career that he's been on the DL. Don?
All right, Jenny, thank you very much. Pitch zips inside. Adrian Beltre has him jumping back, 2-0.
Hamilton going down on a cut fastball. Looks like that time from Cook. Ball right in the hands of Josh Hamilton.
Beltre grounds one to third. Middlebrooks will plant and throw. Gets it there in plenty of time. It's time for a game break, and Dale Arnold. Dale? Okay, Dale, thanks very much. Back here at Fenway Park, a good result so far tonight for the Red Sox against Yu Darvish. 2 outs in the 6th inning, a 5-1 Boston lead. As Nelson Cruz bats, he's got 2 doubles in the game, 2 for 2, but after doubling last time up, was picked off second base by Aaron Cook. Whether you're watching the game at the park or at home, Eastern Bank's mobile banking lets you access your account from wherever you are. It's just one more way Eastern Bank is making banking easier. Learn more at easternbank.com. 2 outs in the 6th and a pitch down low. Well, for Aaron Cook pitching well tonight here into the 6th inning against this high-powered offense of the Texas Rangers. More along the lines of the first few starts we saw from Cook rather than the last 3. To third again. Middlebrooks has got it. And Cook has got another 1-2-3 inning. We played 5.5. It's 5-1 Red Sox. back at Fenway, and Ryan Kalish, first pitch swinging, bloops one out to shallow left center. That'll fall. A triangle of Michael Young, Josh Hamilton, and David Murphy, and it falls in between all three. Kalish with a well-placed single to begin things here in the 6th inning.
Second time he's been on base tonight. He had that walk back in the 4th inning. Now the little bloop right toward the end of the bat, and nobody could get to it. Actually, the closest to it was Michael Young, the shortstop, but he really had no chance at it.
So on base 3 times is Kalish. His first hit is Darvish going to try to keep him close. He's been unable to keep many Red Sox close tonight. Red Sox have been running on Darvish. This will be the 98th pitch, and it's a pitch out, almost a little too close to the strike zone. Napoli hopping out, that pitch coming back towards the plate. Here's action for Texas, a left-hander up. Michael Kirkman warming in the pen. Off is Kalish. The pitch is outside. The throw is a good one, and he is out. Nice throw by Mike Napoli. He's had enough of all this running as he guns down Kalish for the first out of the inning.
Yeah, that was all Napoli, too. And really quick feet and a good strong throw to second base to get Ryan Kalish. Kalish with not a bad jump at first base, but it was Napoli that made up the difference there at second.
Kalish went in kind of awkwardly at second base, grimacing coming off, and appears to be in pain now. The 3-0 pitch to Aviles is ball 4, and he heads down to first base.
I don't know if Kalish turned that ankle or spiked himself when he went into second base. Seems to be okay as he hobbles around a little bit in that dugout. Safer out, Don.
Oh, I was just looking at the ankles. I'd have to see it again. I was watching his feet. I'll tell you here in a second. After the pitch, I'll give you my definitive call, Jerry.
I know how much you like to umpire, and you've been umpiring a lot recently.
It's out.
I would agree with you.
Yeah. In the air to left field. David Murphy is under it, coming in, and Murphy will make the catch. Arbor Coat exterior stain by Benjamin Moore is a revolutionary waterborne stain that will transform your home into the envy of your entire block. Find Arbor Coat at your local Benjamin Moore retailer. Pitching line brought to you by Lexus. For you, Darvish, 5 2/3, 9 hits, 5 runs. He's walked 3, struck out 7. He's thrown 103 pitches. He's averaged 110 on the season. 1 out, 1 on, top of the order. As Carl Crawford stands in with 2 outs in the inning for the first. Back to the bag is Aviles. Crawford with a double in the 3rd inning, a sac fly in the 4th. He's got 2 RBIs and 12 on the season. To left field, Murphy going back, and he will leap to make the catch at the wall. It ends the 6th inning through 6, 5-1 Boston. Back at Fenway Park, 5-1. Red Sox have the lead over the Texas Rangers. Red Sox out hitting the Rangers 9-6. So we play along to the top of the 7th inning back at Fenway. David Murphy leads it off and takes a pitch down and in. Murphy 1 for 2. A single back in the 2nd inning. 40th RBI of the year. Average up over 300 at 302. That's a strike, 2-1 as Cook works here in the 7th. There is action. Andrew Miller up in the pen. '90th pitch of the night for Cook, and it's a one-hopper. Nicely picked by Middlebrooks. Throw in time. Middlebrooks on the backhand. Nicely picks that hop. It kind of exploded on him for the first out of the inning.
He's been a very busy man down at third base tonight, and he's been up to the task. Playing well off the line, and Murphy going in that direction. The ball was almost by Middlebrooks. And a good strong throw to first base to get the out.
6 assists from third base tonight for Middlebrooks. 1 out in the 7th inning with Mike Napoli coming up. This is to short this time. Aviles has got it. And the throw a little bit off the mark, but able to grab it was Gonzalez for the 2nd out of the inning. It's time now for tonight's twisted but true fact of the game. Dodgers manager Don Mattingly played 14 seasons in the majors. Wore only 2 numbers now in his 2nd season with L.A. Mattingly is already on his 3rd jersey number. Until recently, Mattingly wore the number 8, but gave that up when Dodgers acquired Shane Victorino. He switched to 12, but soon realized it already belonged to injured infielder Justin Sellers. Yesterday was number 88, which may be sticking around after yesterday's results. The Dodgers win courtesy of a walk-off single by Hanley Ramirez. Twisted Tea Hard Iced Tea is the refreshing hard iced tea. It tastes like real iced tea. Be a little twisted. 6 in a row retired by Cook. Junichi Tozawa is quickly up as Andrew Miller sits down. 1-1 from Cook.
I got something more twisted than that.
What do you got?
Your button fell off your jacket today, and you don't have a needle and thread that fix it in that big bag of junk that you bring to the ballpark every day. I couldn't believe it.
That's shocking. I have one in my travel bag in case that happens on the road, the bag I travel, but I don't have one in my bag that I travel to the park every day.
I hate to see a travel bag because
there's lots of stuff in there.
Oh my God. The stuff you've got just in this bag that you bring to the ballpark, which we ever get a real big lead, we're going to show.
I have backup stuff for backup stuff just in case. As that is going to miss outside to Soto. It's a walk, and the 3rd walk given up by Cook.
You're in kind of a panic because that button fell off.
The button fell off the front, so I had to go to the 2nd button rather than the 1st one.
But nobody noticed on camera.
I don't think so.
No, because you kind of shoot higher than that.
Yeah. We'll get you a Nesson Daily update after this half inning with Dale Arnold. Two outs in the 7th. Mitch Moreland will take a pitch outside. He is 1 for 2. Think I can win a staring contest, the RoboCam?
Who blinks first?
Yeah.
What's your favorite camera in the ballpark?
Love it. Right in your grill. Nice and close to your face. This is lined and caught at 2nd by Pedroia. And it ends the inning. Let's check in with your need to know with Nesson Daily presented by Sun Life Financial. Here's Jamison Coyle. Back at Fenway 5-1, Red Sox have the lead over the Texas Rangers. Yu Darvish with now 105 pitches back out on the mound. Dustin Pedroia, Adrian Gonzalez, Cody Ross anticipated here in the 7th inning. And it's a ball and a strike to Pedroia. Darvish giving up 2 runs in the 3rd, 3 in the 4th, and trails 5-1 in the game. Came into tonight's action with an 11-7 record, a 4.38 earned run average. First appearance against the Red Sox. Breaking ball at 65 miles an hour. Wasn't quite the Vicente Padilla slow curveball.
That goes about 55, right?
Yes. 2-1. This is out towards the gap in left center field. On the run is Hamilton, but it'll get down and one hop the wall. Hamilton will throw it towards third base. It's a double for Dustin Pedroia. His 3rd double of the night.
Doubles all over the top of the lineup for the Red Sox. 2 for Ellsbury, 1 for Crawford, 3 for Pedroia, and 1 for Gonzalez. This ball finding a gap in left center field, and the leadoff man Pedroia in scoring position with nobody out.
Third time in his career he's had 3 doubles in a game. He stands at second base, nobody out. Adrian Gonzalez will ground this right side and quickly into right field, a base hit. Pedroia being waved around. Nelson Cruz is up and throwing. It is not going to be in time, and the Red Sox take a 6-1 lead. Adrian Gonzalez with his 2nd hit and 2nd run batted into the night.
And didn't waste any time. Jumped on that first pitch from Darvish. Pitching coach Maddox coming out to talk to Darvish. Looks like the cut fastball down and in and pulled by Gonzalez to drive in the run. 2 RBI on the night gives him 68. Well, the Amica Pig Zone is brought to you by Amica Insurance. Amica Insurance, it's not just how you're covered, it's how you're treated. And in the 3rd inning, 3 straight doubles by the Red Sox. Ellsbury to the opposite field. Crawford pulling the ball. And Gonzalez with the double pulling the ball on the breaking ball. It's not 3 straight, but it was 3 out of 4 hitters that had doubles in the 3rd inning.
109 pitches right now for Darvish. 1 on, nobody out, a run in. And Cody Ross is 1 for 3. Single back in the 2nd inning. Since then he has flied out to the warning track and struck out looking. Swing and a miss, and it's 0-2. Adrian Gonzalez at first base, nobody out here in the 7th. Ross with a single back in the 2nd inning. Since then flying out and striking out. And a swing and a miss, and he got a piece of it, hit the dirt as well, and Napoli saying that he had caught it. Not buying in his Doug innings. And now Ron Washington's going to come out and argue.
These are so tough to call. You don't know if the ball was bringing up dirt or the glove was bringing up dirt.
Well, tomorrow night, immediately following Red Sox first pitch, join us for Red Sox Game Day Live, presented by Uno's with Dale Arnold, Peter, and Jenny at 6:30. Peter talks with Red Sox general manager Ben Cherington, plus a preview John Lester starting game 2 of the series against the Rangers. Live coverage begins at 6 right here on NESN. This one will get away, and it evens at 2-2. Actually, it's 1-2. It had been 0-2. No advance at first base for Gonzalez. Ross out ahead of this. Tune in to NESN on August 21st and 22nd for coverage of the WEI NESN Jimmy Fund Radio Telethon, presented by Arbella Insurance Foundation. Arbella Insurance, here for the Jimmy Fund, here for good. 1-2 pitch to Cody Ross. Jared Saltalamacchia on deck. Nobody out here in the 7th inning. Red Sox have banged out 11 hits, gathered 6 runs. Swing and a miss, and striking out is Ross. It's the 7th strikeout for Yu Darvish. First out of the 7th inning.
Looks like the fastball from Darvish down and away from Cody Ross to pick up the strikeout.
One out, a runner at first, and Jared Saltalamacchia 0 for 2 with a walk. Take strike 1. Next half inning, we'll get you a Picnic in the Park recap from last night. Jenny Dell will be along to tell us all about it. Strike 2. Swing and a miss, and Saltalamacchia strikes out. It's 9 strikeouts now for Darvish. 2 down. Third time he's got Saltalamacchia.
That might have been the split-fingered fastball that time from Darvish to pick up the strikeout. He's only thrown a couple of those in the game tonight.
So 2 outs in the inning. Adrian Gonzalez at first base. Will Middlebrooks 0 for 3. He struck out, flied out to right, popped out to short. This will get away, and Gonzalez will head to second base. .120 pitches now for Darvish. Wild pitch. Charge to Darvish. Third time he has thrown 120 pitches or more. 122 is his high. 2-0. Ball 4, and he walks Middlebrooks. So the walk here, the 4th for Darvish, and that'll be the night. Well, for over 100 years, Gulf Oil and the Boston Red Sox have been proud to be a part of American history. Moving forward, Gulf is thrilled to serve as the official electricity supplier to Fenway Park as it celebrates its 100th birthday. From one legend to another, congratulations. A 6-1 Red Sox lead. A season high 122 pitches for Yu Darvish. He's done. Red Sox have a 6-1 lead. Six to 1, Red Sox have the lead over the Texas Rangers. Yu Darvish done tonight as he is responsible for the runners on. Red Sox have runners at first and second as Ryan Kalish takes a look at ball one. This call to the bullpen is brought to you by New England Ford dealers. Michael Kirkman into the game now for the Texas Rangers. Been up for a while in the pen and now into the game. 13th game, 0-2, 4.34 earned run average. 18 Ks to 10 walks, but opponent's hitting at just 145 against Kirkman. Ryan Kalish has been on 3 times, 1 hit. Reached on a fielder's choice, walked, singled, has a stolen base. It is Gonzalez at second, Middlebrooks at first. 2 outs here in the 7th inning. 3-0. So far, Yu Darvish has been charged with 6 runs. That's a strike, 3-1. Swing and a miss as Kirkman battles back. Texas losing yesterday. Kirkman had his second walk-off loss of the season on Sunday. 0-2. It is 3-2. A swing and a miss, and that will strike out Kalish to end the inning. But the Red Sox get a run in the inning. We played 7. 6-1 Boston. 6-1, Red Sox have the lead over the Texas Rangers. FW Webb is a supplier of pipe, valves, fittings, and pumps to institutions and manufacturing facilities across the Northeast. Selection, expertise, solutions. We've got it. Visit fwweb.com. It's on to the top of the 8th inning back at Fenway Park. It's been a good night for the Red Sox. Good pitching. Offensively, they get to Yu Darvish and a 6-1 Boston lead to the 8th. Red Sox is Kenichi Tozawa. 13th appearance. No record, a 1.06 earned run average. 17 innings. He has 15 Ks, only 1 walk. And opponents hitting at .254 against Tozawa. Nice job tonight, Jerry, by Aaron Cook.
Outstanding job by Aaron Cook tonight. Sinker ball working beautifully. A lot of ground ball outs.
There's action in the pen. Andrew Miller, who had been up earlier, is back up again. On the corner, 1-1. And Kinsler grounding out to third base in the first, again in the second, and then he walked in the 5th inning. One and two. Michael Young waiting on deck. Pitching line brought to you by Ace Ticket tonight for Aaron Cook. 7 innings, 6 hits, 1 run. He walked 3, struck out 2. 98 pitches thrown in his outing tonight. 59 for strikes. Chance to grab his 3rd win of the year. Came in at 2-5 into tonight's action, and against this high-powered offense for the Texas Rangers. Full count now to Ian Kinsler. Josh Beckett scheduled to pitch on Wednesday in the final game of the series. Big day baseball from Fenway. Fly ball to right field. Ryan Kalish moves over and makes the catch for the first out of the 8th as we send it down to Jenny.
Don, after yesterday's game, the Red Sox hosted a picnic in the park, and the picnic featured a 45-minute autograph session with all of the Red Sox players, a barbecue dinner, and a performance by American Idol winner Chris Allen. It also included a very successful live auction which raised money for the Red Sox Foundation's Red Sox Scholars and RBI programs. Jerry, one of the auction items was to spend a day on the Glee set and appear on the show, and that went for $17,000.
Wow. Now, there was another item that was auctioned off, and that was to spend, an hour?
It's
with Jenny Dell? Is that true, an hour or a day?
It's the pregame preparation.
Okay.
As a Red Sox reporter, so it's a co-reporter position.
And how much did that go for?
It went for $10,000.
$10,000.
$10,000. This is in the air to right. Kalish made the first out. He will make the second. That's pretty good. $10,000.
Yeah.
Pre-game preparation.
Exactly.
His guests get to come to the production meeting and everything else as part of the preparation for the game.
I would think for $10,000, I would say they should be able to do just about whatever they want to do. If they want to come to a production meeting, yes. They want to sit in the pit for a little while, yes. Mike Rogers suggests they could direct a few innings for $10,000.
2 outs here in the 8th as Josh Hamilton stands in. And grounds one right side. Pedroia slides to his right. Throw is good, and the inning is over. It's a 1-2-3-8 for Tozawa. 6-1 Red Sox at the end of 7.5.
Oh, God.
Six to 1, Red Sox have the lead over the Texas Rangers as we head to the last half of the 8th inning at Fenway Park. Mike Aviles to lead it off for the Red Sox here in the 8th, and he takes strike one. Michael Kirkman back on the mound again. He got the final out of the 7th inning and out there to begin the 8th. Aviles, Ellsbury, and Crawford. The trio expected here in the bottom of the 8th inning. Tried to hold up, could not. It's 1-2. Yu Darvish on the hook tonight for the Texas Rangers. He's been 1-3 in his last 5 games. But in his last 6 games, his earned run average jumps to 7.40. Under the concern for Ron Washington and the Rangers. One-two pitch to Mike Aviles. 2-2. On deck is Jacoby Ellsbury. Aviles has been on base twice in the game tonight. He singled in the 4th, walked in the 6th inning. Pitch in the dirt.
Don and I were also auctioned off yesterday to spend an hour with us prior to the game, and
I got $60.
35.
Get the chance to follow us around and go to the production meeting. This one is fouled off to the right. Have dinner at the press dining here at Fenway Park. Where are you going, Jerry?
I was going to leave. I thought the game was over.
It's not over. You still got some outs.
Pull the Rizzuto.
Heading for the bridge. I think that's my new tactic. I'm going to stare the camera down until it goes away. This is to first base. Picked by Moreland on a hop, and he'll tag the bag for the first out of the 8th. Boston Red Sox baseball on NESN is brought to you by Eastern Bank. At Eastern Bank, we're made of free checking. It's got nothing to hide, which means no fees or any other types of curveballs. Check out what else we're made of at easternbank.com.
I mean, you think about the things we got going. We got $10,000 to follow Jenny for an hour. We got the pit thing coming up, right?
That's separate, right?
That's a totally separate thing. Mm-hmm. We raised a total of $55 to follow us.
95 total.
95
60 and 35.
Oh, did I get 35?
I was 60, you got 35. Yes, so $95, so just under $100. We have people who are hosting.
Yeah, got all kind of stuff going on. Mm-hmm. A lot of stuff. I bet
it works. It works. I stared it down and it went away. Here's a ground ball up the middle, and diving is Kinsler. It fired to first, and it's off the glove of Moreland. Well, nice bid at first by Kinsler. The throw is off the mark, and Ellsbury will reach.
And he'll pick up his 3rd hit of the night. Excellent play by Ian Kinsler just to get to this ball, but the throw's going to be off target as he knows he has to rush because of the speed of Jacoby Ellsbury. Throw to first base is going to pull Mitch Moreland off the bag, and it should be a base hit for Ellsbury. It is.
It is. 3rd hit of the night for Ellsbury. 2 doubles and a single. Carl Crawford now the batter.
What the problem with that camera is that
there's lots of problems with that camera.
You really don't know what to do when it's on you. Are you supposed to look into it and speak to the people at home? Or are you supposed to look at each other? Do you continue to look at the field?
See, the problem I have is that it is right in my grill.
Yeah.
It's a nice shot of you because it's across and you're all the way over there. It's in the air to left as Murphy goes back at the wall. It's off the scoreboard. Going to kick to Hamilton, trying to score from first is Ellsbury. The throw is going to be late. Red Sox lead it 7-1.
Well, Kyle Crawford's been on fire. Couple of doubles in the game tonight, plus a sacrifice fly. He's driven in 3 runs. Off a lefty this time. He goes inside out off that wall in left field. So right now, Carl in a hot streak for the Red Sox. There's the throw home by Hamilton. Sliding inside to the first base part of home plate is Jacoby Ellsbury.
Well, tonight, immediately following Red Sox Extra Innings Live, join us for Red Sox Final presented by Geico. Dale Arnold, Peter, and Jenny. They'll preview the pitching matchup between John Lester and Ryan Dempster in the second game of the series with the Rangers. Plus, they'll have highlights from around the American League East. It's all coming up after the game, only on NESN. Dustin Pedroia has 3 doubles in the game. 8 total for the Red Sox tonight. Ties a season high. Anyway, there's a great shot of you, the camera up here.
I don't think it's that good.
Straight across, right at you, and you can.
I don't know what to do.
Straight
I
up.
just swing it and look at it like this. I really don't know what to do with
it. See, it's all profile of me. It's not a good profile, as you can clearly see. Okay. Down the right field line, out of play.
I'm in a good mood today. I got some good news.
We'll have a game summary. Hold on to the good news coming up next half inning. We'll get you caught up on the game. What good news you got?
Cancer free. Had my 6-month checkup.
It's outstanding.
Going on 4 years now.
Congratulations. Two one. He is up high, and it's 3-1. Ball 4 and down to first base goes Dustin Pedroia. On base for the 4th time tonight. Well, Hess and Hess Express are proud sponsors of the Red Sox and the Red Sox on NESN. During the 2012 season, Hess and Hess Express would donate $500 to the Pediatric Trauma Program at Children's Hospital Boston for every Red Sox home run. Hess and Hess Express committed to helping the cause. 2 on, 1 away. Adrian Gonzalez, the batter. 2 hits, 2 RBIs. Get a double and a single tonight. Right-hander up for Texas, Tanner Scheppers. Outside, 1-1. Red Sox 7 runs, 13 hits, no errors. Texas a run on 6 hits and no errors. Tigers with a 7-2 lead over New York tonight at Comerica Park in Detroit. That's in the 9th inning. Gonzalez to the foul tip into the catcher's mitt. 2-2. hooked into right field, a base hit. Around from second comes Carl Crawford. He will score the 8th Red Sox run of the night. Adrian Gonzalez with 3 hits and 3 RBIs. Red Sox lead at 8-1.
Well, the top of this Red Sox lineup tonight has been outstanding. Gonzalez with 3 runs batted in to give him a total of 69 now on the season. He gets the breaking ball away. He hooks it into right field for the base hit. And the Red Sox have the commanding lead.
11 for 18 with 8 RBIs. The top 4 batters in the Red Sox order tonight: Ellsbury, Crawford, Pedroia, and Gonzalez. Red Sox 8-1 lead here. First and third, still 1 out in the bottom of the 8th. Cody Ross, a 1 for 4 night. He singled in the second inning. Slide out deeply to left and struck out twice. Ron Washington is coming out. So Shepard's warming in the pen, and looks like he's going to get Shepard. 8-1, the Red Sox have the lead over the Texas Rangers. And feel good about things, and tonight they can on several points, offensively and pitching.
Well, let's start with the pitching first. Aaron Cook was outstanding in this game tonight, facing this lineup of the Texas Rangers, one of the best in all of baseball, and he really handled them, only giving up 1 run. And the top of the Red Sox lineup, from Ellsbury to Gonzalez, outstanding. A lot of doubles, a lot of RBIs, and it was nice to see the offense and the pitching come together in one game.
So the Red Sox take game 1 of the 3-game series against the Texas Rangers as we send it back to Ness and Daly. Back at Fenway, Red Sox have an 8-1 lead over the Texas Rangers. The game summary is brought to you by Xfinity. So it is first and third. And Cody Ross with a new pitcher in here for the Texas Rangers. Tanner Shepard's his 21st appearance. No record. A 5.30 earned run average. 17 strikeouts, 3 walks. And it's up and away for ball 1. Pedro Siriaco is taking over for Dustin Pedroia at third base. He will pinch run here for Dustin. Ross slides it to right. Cruz in his tracks makes the catch. Siriaco tags. Throw to the plate is going to be not in time. Red Sox take a 9-1 lead.
That ball hit very hard by Cody Ross on a line to Nelson Cruz, but deep enough to get Siriaco home, who came in a pinch run for Dustin Pedroia at third base. Pretty good throw there by Cruz, but not in time.
So the Red Sox on top 9-1. Jared Saltalamacchia about to bat with Gonzalez at first base. 2 down in the inning. Lost briefly by Napoli. Down and in, 2-0. Ten strikeouts in the game for Texas pitching. Getting on deck, Will Middlebrooks. Shepard deals, and a pitch swung on and missed by Saltalamacchia at 96 from Tanner Shepard. Boston Red Sox baseball in Nesson is brought to you by Southwest Airlines, Sullivan Tire, and by New England Subaru dealers. Well, the Red Sox on top 9-1 as they continue to bat here in the bottom of the 8th inning. They've scored 3 times in this inning. A foul off to the left hand. It hangs at 2-2. Minnesota Twins have scored 14 runs tonight against the Cleveland Indians. They get a 14-3 lead in the 9th. 2-2 pitch. Line and caught at third base. Beltre basket style to end the inning. Red Sox score 3 times, take a 9-1 lead. Back at Fenway Park with the game summary is brought to you by Xfinity. Well, Jacoby Ellsbury in the 4th inning with a double, part of a big night for the Red Sox in doubles, 8 altogether, but Ellsbury had a double in the 4th inning. Dustin Pedroia would also double in the 4th. Pedroia, in fact, tonight has 3 doubles in the game. 3rd time that's happened to him in his career. And Aaron Cook pitching extremely well tonight for the Red Sox. 7 innings, 1 run allowed to this high-powered Texas Rangers offense. As we move along now to the top of the 9th inning. Some changes defensively for the Red Sox. Pedro Siriaco in at second base now. Nick Punto at first base for Adrian Gonzalez. Shinichi Tozawa back on the mound, and that's strike 1 to Adrian Beltre. Beltre 0 for 3 in the game. He is grounded out 3 times. High drive to deep left field for Adrian Beltre. And a home run into the monster seats. Second run of the night for the Texas Rangers. The 19th home run of the year for Beltre.
Adrian Beltre getting a slider that time from Tazawa and putting it up in the monster seats. That slider just stayed down about knee high, and Beltre likes that pitch.
Well, the first home run Shinichi Tazawa has given up this season. Well, Nelson Cruz stands in and takes ball 1. Cruz with a double in the second, a double in the fourth before grounding out to third base in the 6th inning. Strike evens the count at 1-1. This is struck well to left, and this is high off the wall. Crawford playing the carom, and a long single for Nelson Cruz, who almost hit it out of the ballpark, just feet away from back-to-back home runs for the Rangers.
Now that would have been a home run in just about any other ballpark in the American League, but here at Fenway Park, because it's more of a line drive, it hits the top of that left field wall. And Cruz with the single, so he's on a big night. 2 doubles and now a wall ball single.
And David Murphy 1 for 3 in the game, an RBI single back in the second, which actually at the time put Texas on top 1-0. Red Sox scoring 9 unanswered runs until now. Rangers getting a home run from Beltre. Cruz at first, and Murphy the recipient of strike 1. Chopped down the first baseline. It is a fair ball. It will be Punto. Tags the bag for the out. Cruz takes second base. Time now for a look at the road ahead, brought to you by Safeco Insurance. Tomorrow in Game 2 of the series, it'll be Ryan Dempster and John Lester on the mound. The two are coming off very opposite outings. Dempster allowed 8 runs to the Angels in his Rangers debut after posting an ERA of 2.25 with the Cubs. Lester pitched 8 innings in his last outing, allowing 3 runs while striking out 7. Live coverage begins at 6 with Red Sox first pitch. John Lester getting the baseball tomorrow night in Game 2. It is strike 1 to Mike Napoli. Napoli 0 for 3 in the game. Strike 2. Swing and a miss. Napoli down by way of the K. Tazawa picks up his first strikeout.
That might be one of the better splitters I've seen Tazawa ever throw. Bottom really fell out of that one. Gets ahead with the fastballs, puts him away with the splitter.
Don't forget, coming up immediately after the game, stay with us for WB Mason. Red Sox Extra Innings Live. It's all the post-game coverage you'll need, and it's right here on NESN. Giovanni Soto, 2 outs here in the 9th inning. Soto takes strike 1. It's now 16 strikeouts and 1 walk for Tazawa this season. Swing and a miss, and it's 0-2. Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and the Red Sox win. Well, Boston impressively winning 9-2 tonight over the Texas Rangers. And Jerry, impressive was Aaron Cook, who kept this Texas Rangers offense very quiet all night.
Well, he really is the story of the night. I mean, he was outstanding, getting a lot of ground ball outs against his very good lineup of the Texas Rangers, only giving up the 1 run. And the top of the Red Sox order, incredible tonight. So the combination of good hitting and good pitching does in the Texas Rangers in Game 1 of this series.
Final again is 9-2. We'll step aside and come back with more from Fenway right after this.